Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/Tales from Retail. And thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed to the channel and put in a notation so you don't miss new videos every day. Today we have a few good stories for you, and our first one is about an old couple, a broken screen, and justice. You're really lucky, kid. If we were anywhere else... I work in a small hardware store, and we offer a window screen/construction service. I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, and we have a pretty good reputation. The cast is me, old man, and old woman. An older couple came in, probably late 60s, and asked me to build them a window screen. No problem. Except they wanted me to make it with aluminum screening. I've had no luck fitting a screen with aluminum because it breaks when you roll it into the grooves, so I generally refuse to do it, and I told them this, but they insisted on it being made of aluminum. So I agreed to give it a try with no guarantees. It'd also be a week before I could get the material because someone recently bought the whole roll of that size. I took their info and told them to come in the day after we got the delivery. So a week later, they come into the store. Old man, where's our screen? Notice the lack of a question? M, I haven't gotten to it yet, sir. We're still putting away our delivery. I'll get started as soon as I can, and I'll let you know tomorrow how it goes. Well, why not? It's been a week. Because we just got our delivery today, and I haven't finished stocking the store. I told you it wouldn't be ready until tomorrow. He and his wife huffed and amazingly left. So I got around to working on it a couple hours later and quickly realized I was right. I wouldn't be able to make their screen. I even tried 3 times for them, wasting material. I ended up with an intact screen that had 4 or 5 small spots around the edge that were ripped. Aesthetically, they'd never be noticed, but there's technically still a hole there. I called them and told them about the situation. They said they'd be here in a minute to fix the problem for me. I knew immediately this was going to be an ordeal. They walk in the door, and OM immediately starts yelling at the owner, who had nothing to do with it. I didn't make out what they were saying. I was on the other side of the store, but I knew exactly who it was. I walk up to them. Hey, is everything okay? My wife is saying you, and he pointed his finger at me, called her saying you suck at your job and can't build our screen. We've been waiting a week. Okay, sir. I'll do what I can to help you, but you're going to have to calm down some. When you dropped it off, I told you I probably wasn't going to be able to do it. Here's the best I could do for you. It's your technique that's the problem. I watched a YouTube video about it this morning and did one myself earlier. No, they hadn't purchased any screening from us. We didn't even have it in stock, and we're one of the few places around that you can even get this specific screen. I'm pretty much done with their attitudes at this point. So I say, politely, no snideness, well, since you seem to be more talented than I am, I'd be happy to tear this one down and sell you the empty frame so you can put it in yourself. Oh, well, hold on now. He inspected the screen and grudgingly asked how much for it. I said, well, since it's not perfect, I'll only charge you for the material used on the screen, no labor. I just wanted them gone. Fine. Under his breath, he says, effing fool. Now, this really irked me, which led to what is considered an explosion for me. Look, I'm extremely mild-mannered. At the checkout, your total is X number of dollars. Should be free. Well, it's not, sir. He got super angry again. Well, you got a lot of nerve, you know that? Oh, yeah, definitely. Your total is X number of dollars, cash or card. You're damn lucky, kid. If we was anywhere else right now... At this point, I stopped the transaction and just looked at him for a couple seconds. Did you just threaten me? He shrugged and gave me a, what can I say kind of look, so I voided the sale and broke his newly made screen right in front of him, then told him to leave. Both of them say, oh, what the hell? I tell them to get out of my store. She tells me that I need to learn some respect, and he says, F this place, and F you, and F your business, F your attitude, and F your face. I didn't reply, but I wanted so badly to say, well, F you too, and the horse you rode in on. But you know, I'm a responsible adult. I've never been threatened at work before, and it kind of threw me off. The owner watched it all. He lets me handle my situations because I'm very cool and collected while he has some temper problems. And after they left, we had a good laugh about how I broke the screen. All in all, we probably lost about $10 in materials, so it was totally worth it. I love my boss. You've got to be a bad kind of old man to threaten a young man with your wife nearby. What happened to courtesy and respect? The idealisms that millennials destroyed. Let's move on to our second story. You're not supposed to make mistakes at store name. I work at a pet food store where we have a loyalty program on most foods. Earlier today, a woman came into the register with a bag of food that's not on the program. I still usually get people's phone numbers anyway, as it can be useful for them to have a history of their purchases, but this woman shoved her card into our machine and told me that she was in a hurry, so I didn't ask for her phone number. This was a mistake. I want to stress here that I've not exaggerated or made up any of this dialogue. It happened a few hours ago, and I'm still vaguely angry about it. Woman: you didn't ask my phone number for the loyalty program. Me: oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, but this food isn't actually in the program, so it's all right. No, I want to keep track in case it's ever added. Where's your manager? Ma'am, it's a simple fix. I can just do a quick re-ring. I don't want to swipe my card again. Get me your manager. I sigh and turn to catch my manager's eye. I can tell that she's heard most of the conversation thus far. Manager walks over and asks, what seems to be the problem, ma'am? She didn't put me in the loyalty program. She didn't even realize. I had to tell her. Well, I'm very sorry about that, but it's a simple mistake. Nope, you're not supposed to make mistakes at store name. I assume she's referring to the fact that our store prides itself on its customer service, but that's just ridiculous. Well, we can correct it with, never mind. What's your name? She was talking to me. I'm exasperated at this point and give her my name, which is a shortened version of my full name. And what's that short for? And I tell her. And your last name? I tell her. She spells it out, asks if it's right. It's not. I'm about to correct her, but she snatches the paper and walks away before I can. Afterwards, my manager told me that the woman was rude to her the entire time in the store. The assistant manager came to ask what the problem was. We explained, and the assistant manager sent an email to our GM telling him that if we got a complaint about me, not to take it seriously. I'm still angry about it because she apparently wanted to get me fired for mildly inconveniencing her. But it's nice to have such great managers. Bonus, I've been watching the store reviews because I want to see the lady's review, and this popped up a few hours ago. Stuff about the store, and I witnessed an employee take a flogging that was unnecessary, nutty customer, and she handled it like a champ. The nutty lady put on quite a show. Mentioned the store name. Couldn't have held my composure any better. The nutty lady put on quite a show, mentioned the store name, and said, couldn't have held my composure. If she was in such a hurry, why would she ask for the manager and go through all that hassle? Some people are just crazy. And our third story. She called in a complaint to corporate about us because we would not break corporate policy for her. I work in a chain convenience store that has a gift card that gives you a 3-cent discount off each gallon of gas when used at the pump or inside. You would not believe how many customers do not understand the policy on this card and how unbelievably upset they get for not getting their way. Or probably you would understand. This is Tales from Retail, after all. This story's about one of these many customers. So this woman walks in wanting gas on a pump. The transaction's going smoothly until I notice that in addition to pulling out her credit card, she's also pulled out a store gift card and laid it on the counter. Now, a lot of people don't realize that you have to pay cash to reload/put money on these cards, but she hasn't said anything about it, so I just let it slide, hoping she just gets her gas and leaves, and I don't have to go through another spiel about these damn cards. Nope. Her card goes through. I tell her to have a nice day. Before she leaves, she asks if her discount went through. Me: oh, no, ma'am. You have to use the gift card to buy the gas to get the discount. Lady: oh, all right. Can we redo and use the card then? I say no problem. Ring her up. She swipes the gift card, and it declines. Me: oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's saying insufficient funds. Lady: yes, but I just want the discount. Me: well, there needs to be money on here. I have no way to just give you the discount. But there's no money on there. Me: then I can't give you the discount. Where's your manager? So I grab my assistant manager, who repeats exactly what I just said to this woman, who's now asking for my general manager's personal cell number. Assistant manager explains we can't and won't give her that information, which absolutely baffles Miss Rude. She then asks us to call him until he picks up so that she can personally talk to him. And when that doesn't work, she asks for corporate. By this time, I walk away, as she's now telling my assistant manager that I was extremely rude as she didn't know who was open. My cashier was helping another customer. I was in the back, but walked up when she approached the register. And she could have sworn I was lying to her because she felt something wasn't right. So I go on break. She calls corporate and goes back to her car. I come back just in time for her to come back for a receipt for whoever's on the phone and a receipt for her money going back on her card because she doesn't believe we actually told her the truth. When we refund gas from a card, it can take up to 30 minutes to reappear in your bank account, which she can only get from her bank. Which again, she doesn't believe me and demands a manager. After talking to assistant manager, she rants about how she passed up major grocery store gas station specifically for our prices, and we're going to be very sorry about lying to her, and we were all going to lose our jobs before she finally stormed out and drove off. The thing is, the cards are simple. Give me a cash amount over $5, I activate the card, and you slide it at the pump, put in the zip, and boom, you got the discount. It's these customers not understanding that policy, and instead of saying, "Oh, I learned something new today," they throw a fit because they're confused and things are not going the way they thought. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one.